We now have the campaign created, and we can change the name to whatever we want. I like to just put this in front, test, and then I'll just do the name, kind of police mom, and that just add that in so I can tell which campaign it is that I'm testing. And I could put the date in here too if I wanted, but I would just go something like October 27th, 15. You can name these however you want, as long as you have the word test in there so you can filter by that. It's a good thing to do. The name doesn't really matter all that much. But now we want to go to our actual targeting. So in this case, I'm going to target North America. So I'm going to put United States and Canada. I don't have a custom audience to use, so I can ignore that part. You can see over here there's 206 million people. However, I want to get police moms, so I want women. And being a mom of a police officer, I probably want them to be like probably older, because even a mom who's like 40 is gonna have a son who's what, 12 max. So we gotta go 45, maybe even 50. You gotta think about that. What's the demographic of the people you're targeting? Well, it's women who are 50 and over who live in Canada and the United States so far. So now we can go down here to more demographics, and we could choose parents. So we could say basically all parents, and that brings it down quite a bit too. So now we know we've got moms who are 50 plus in North America, and now for interest, this may shock you, but I'm not going to really go very deep here. There's a lot of things I can do, but I really want to go broad on this. So I want to put in police officer, because that gives me an audience of 220,000 people, and that's a good enough start. Because if it's a female who's a parent and they're 50 plus and live in North America and they like police officers, odds are they are one, or their husband is one, or their son is one. So there's no way to really drill it down, but these are all in. So it's police officer and parents and 50 plus and female. So odds are it's a mom of a police officer. So that's what we want to do. We want to make sure that we target moms of police officers. Now, here's something else. Usually we'll go with a daily budget of whatever we do. In this case, I want to do a lifetime budget, and I want it to be $5, and I want it to run for exactly 24 hours. Okay, no more, no less, no need. We're spending $5 over 24 hours to see if our design works, and we're only going to hit a small fraction of this audience, but we're just looking for any indication, even one yes, even anything that'll say, hey, this might work. That's what we need. Okay, we're not wasting a lot of time here going through all this stuff. We just want to know that this works. We want some reassurance that what we're going after is ringing true with our audience. Okay? Now, the last part is over here. We want to remove the desktop right column. We want to leave in the desktop newsfeed and the mobile newsfeed. But here under advanced options, usually we can go in here and put in our URL tags, whatever we want. We don't need to in this case because we're doing a PPE ad. And that's about it. We're not even selecting a pixel to track this, because at this point they're not buying anything, so there's nothing to track. So in the other ads we're going to be using our pixels, but in this ad we're not, because it's a 24-hour test just to see if this is going to get any traction whatsoever. Okay, that's all there is to our test. We just place our order. I'll say reviewing it, blah da 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 da. Thank you for advertising. We're reviewing your ad to make sure it meets our ad guidelines. Typically, ads are reviewed within 24 hours, though in some cases it might take longer. So if it takes longer and we're running for 24 hours, we're going to have to come in and update that, how long we're running it for. We're going to have to change the date on it. Typically, my ads go live pretty much right away, though. So on a small test like this, Facebook isn't too concerned. They'll probably just fire it up right away. But sometimes ads do get stuck. If they do get stuck, just go in and edit it right here and change your schedule date to October 29th instead. So let it run a little bit longer. Okay? The ad campaign is now created. And as soon as this is approved, we're going to see this running, and we're going to actually be able to see comments on our necklace. So we'll have a look at that in the next video.